Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you'd be fine. I'm here with a new video. This is a new mathematics explored book D3, chapter number 5, application of mathematics in practical solutions, and we are going to learn something about percentages today. This is exercise 5A basic level, and we have a set of 3 questions in this exercise. So before moving towards this table, question number 1, where we have been provided with 4 columns: cost price, selling price, profit and loss, and its percentage. So we are going to learn something about what basically is a percentage and what is profit and loss. It's basically something selling and buying of goods, right? For example, I went to market and I bought something of rupees 100, right? And then after I bought it, I sold it to somebody at a price of 120, right? First I bought something and then I sell it. I sell it on the price of 120 and I bought it at a price of 100. So I made a gain of rupees 20, which is the profit. So basically profit is the difference between selling price and cost price. This is just the difference between the two. If the selling price exceed the cost price, that is the price at which I bought something is less than the price at which I sold it, then of course I have made a gain. Something went into my pocket back. But if the difference is the vice versa, that is if cost price exceed the selling price, I have lose, right? I have a loss. So when you understand the concept of profit and loss, it's very simple for you to calculate their percentages, right? If I want to find out the percentage of profit, so we make a profit on a cost price, on the price on which we have bought something. So of course we need to divide profit from the cost price and then we'll multiply it with 100 in order to get the percentage of profit. Similarly goes with the loss. If we need to calculate the percentage of loss, all we need to do is to divide loss with cost price and multiply it with 100. We'll get the loss percentage. So you just need to memorize this formula in order to find out their percentages. Now let's move towards the table and we'll try to solve the table. But before that, students, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Now come back to the table and have a look on this table. In number A says cost price is $40 of a certain product and the selling price is 45. Now first we have to calculate the profit or loss and then their percentage of profit and loss. So if students, you just have a look on it, you'll find that cost price is less than selling price, then definitely the manufacturer has made a gain. Selling price is 45 and cost price is 40, so the difference between the two is $5. This is the profit. And how to calculate the percentage of profit? Simple. We'll only divide this 5 with the cost price, which is 40, and then multiply it with 100. The answer is 12.5%. So this is the profit percentage. Now come to part B, where we have cost price 600 and selling price 480. This time this is vice versa of number A, because cost price is exceeding the selling price, so the manufacturer has made a loss. Let's see how much we have loss. So students, here we have a loss of $120. This is the loss, and now the percentage of this loss, we'll simply divide this 120 with cost price. Okay students, you just have to focus on cost price, and remember, you will not divide the loss or profit with the selling price, but always with the cost price in order to find out the loss or profit percentage. So we are going to divide it with 600 and multiply it with 100 in order to get the loss percentage, which is 20% of the cost price. So these were the two very simple sums, and now we'll move to a bit tricky one, because this time we're not provided with the cost and selling price but with only one of these values. So what have been we provided with? We are provided with the profit or loss, profit percentage, which is 4%, but selling price and profit or loss is missing. But we know that manufacturer has made a gain, right? So how we're going to calculate when we are not provided with the selling price and not even profit but the profit percentage? This time, students, we are going to do reverse working. How? We will use the formula of profit percentage, which is profit upon cost price into 100, right? So we are provided with the value of profit percent, which is 4, right? We don't know what is profit, so we'll keep it same as it is, that is P, and the cost price is 88,000, right? Then multiply with 100. Now we'll keep this P as it is, and we'll move the rest of the values written with it to the other side, right? So the formula would be P is equals to 4. This 88,000 will go to and multiply with 4. So multiplied with 88,000 divided by, here it is multiplied to profit, and to the other side it will be divided with the given value, right? And the answer is $91,520. That is $91,520. This is the profit. We have calculated profit with the help of the formula of profit percentage, because we were provided with profit percentage and cost price, right, students? And after calculating the profit, we can simply calculate the selling price very easily, because we know profit is simply the difference between selling price and the cost price. So if we need to calculate selling price, we can use this formula. How? We'll simply add up profit with the cost price, because we know the sum of these two is selling price, right, students? So 88,000, sorry, first we are going to write 91,000. Sorry, students, we made a mistake over here. The profit was 3520, that is 3,520. So profit is 3520, the cost price is 88,000, and this sum is, that was 91,520. This is the selling price. Okay, students, just make a correction over there. It is the selling price, 91,520. Now let's move to part D. This time cost price is 5680 and the loss is 22.5%, right? Again, we do not have selling price or loss, but we have been provided with loss percentage this time. Earlier we had profit percentage. This time we have loss percentage, which means that manufacturer has incurred a loss of 22.5%. This time we'll use the formula of loss percentage. We're going to put all the values which we have been provided with. So loss percentage is 22.5%. We don't know what is loss, so you have to calculate it. And the cost price is 5680. Simply we have to multiply it with 100 in order to find out the loss. So loss is basically 22.5 upon 5680. Sorry, this will be multiplied to 22.5 and 100 will be divided with the product, right? So the loss is $1278, that is 1,278. This is the loss made by the manufacturer. Now we have to find out the selling price, and we know the formula of loss, which is a cost price minus selling price. So we can simply find out a selling price from this formula by subtracting cost price and the loss, right? Students, we'll just put the values of cost price, which is 5680, and the loss, which is 1278, right? The answer is, so this is the selling price, which is 4402. Now come to part E, students. Here we have been provided with selling price of $28, $28.14, and profit percentage, that is 7 whole number 1/4%. Now we have to find out how we are going to find out profit or loss. Sorry, we have made a profit of 7 1/4%. So of course here we have a profit, and we have to find out the cost price. Students, first we are going to convert this fraction into decimals, right? We know that 1/4 equals to 0.25. So this is basically 17.25%, right? Now our question becomes easier. Okay, now students, earlier we had to do simple calculations because we can find out selling price very easily using the formulas of profit or loss and their percentages, because there we had cost price in the formula. But this time we have been provided with selling price, but in their percentages there is nothing to do with the selling price. So how we are going to find out the rest of the values that we have been asked? So let's see. Before solving the questions, students, let me tell you one thing. If we have a selling price of 120, on the cost price of 100, we make a gain of $20, right? So it means that at the 100% we have a cost price, right? And if we have a cost price of 100, it means that we are making a gain of 20 on the selling price of $120, which means that 120% of the cost price is 120, right? What am I saying? I'm saying selling price is always the sum of profit and cost price. Okay? When we'll add up profit with cost price, we'll get selling price. Similarly, when we add up their percentages, we get the percentage of selling price, right? So the percentage of profit is 20%, the percentage of cost price is 100%, so the percentage of selling price is 120%. So if we have been provided with profit percentage of 17.25% with the selling price of $28.14, it means that 17.25% of profit and 100% of cost price. Cost price is the base, so it will be the 100% always. All we need to do is we need to add up this profit percentage with 100% to make it 117.25%, right? This is the percentage of cost price and profit. Individually, the percentage of profit was 17.25, and together with the percentage of cost price, it becomes 117.25%. So 117.2% of the cost price gives us $28.14, right? When they are together, we get $28.14, which was the selling price, right, students? So 1% of cost price will be 28.14 upon 117.25, and similarly 100% of cost price equals to 28.14 upon 117.25 into 100. So the cost price is $24. So you see, students, how easy it was. I repeat, if we have been provided with profit percentage, remember the percentage of cost price is always 100%. All you need to do is you have to add up 100 in the percentage of profit in order to find out the cost price, right? Similarly, you will do in this solution of loss. But before that, let's calculate the profit for this sum. That is the difference between selling price and cost price. Selling price was 28.14 and cost price we have calculated $24. So the profit is $4.14. This time we have loss percentage, and we know, students, that loss percentage always tells us that we have a cost price more than the selling price, students. So we know that the cost price is always 100%, and if we have a profit, we add up this profit in order to find out the selling price. But in the case of loss, we need to subtract loss and cost price. So here, if we have a loss percentage of 7%, it means 100 minus 7, that is 93% of the cost price is 506.85. Getting it, students? It's simple, students. You need to remember that cost price is always 100% because we calculate profit or loss at the cost price, not on selling price. So if we have a profit, we simply add up the percentage in 100%, but if we have a loss, we subtract it from the 100%. So we know that 93% of the cost price is 506.85, that is the selling price. So it means that 1% of the cost price is 506.85 upon 93, right? And yes, the 100% of cost price will be simply 506.85 upon 93 into 100. So the cost price is $5.45. This is the cost price, which is the 100% of the total cost, but we have made a loss, so we have a selling price lower than the cost price, which is 506.85. And after calculating cost price, we have already provided with the selling price, we can calculate the loss, the actual loss incurred by the manufacturer. And here we have the loss of $38.15. I hope, students, you have got how to calculate these values if you are provided with two of the values from the table. Now let's move towards question number 2 of this basic level. The profit of a refrigerator, 35% of the cost price. This is the profit percentage. If the profit is $280, right? So we have been provided with both profit and profit percentage. We have been provided with these two. We have to find out the cost price and the selling price of the refrigerator. It's simple, students. All you need to do is to do reverse workings. We know that profit percentage is equals to profit upon cost price into 100. And we have both these values, profit percent and profit. Profit percent is 35% and profit is $280. We simply have to divide it with cost price into 100 to find out the cost price. This cost price will move towards this 35 and 35 will come to its place in order to find out the value of cost price. And simply we have to divide 280 with 35 and multiply it with 100 in order to find out the cost price. And we have found out the cost price, which is $800. And we know selling price is the sum of cost price and profit. So we simply have to add up these two values, that is $800 and $280. So we have the selling price of 1080. This is the selling price, $1080. The selling price of refrigerator is $800 and the cost the cost price is $800 and the selling price is $1080. I hope, students, it was fun for you to solve these sort of questions and it was clear to you. Still, if you have any sort of questions or queries, and you can ask me in the comment section. Do like the video and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Take care. Allah Hafiz.